What's happening, guys? So in this video we're going to talk about becoming a victim of narcissistic abuse. Basically what you're doing and what you're allowing to happen is you are basically letting them use you however they want to use you, and it's a terrible feeling. You are there for their needs. You're basically surrendering to the narcissist, and you are there for their needs. They don't care about pleasing you or making you happy. They don't care about anything to do with this. It's all about them using you for whatever they want you for. They could use you just like as a friend. They could use you for drives. They could use you for money. They could use you for resources. They could use you for absolutely anything. Those are just some examples. And they can use you for relationships, obviously. They can use you for sex. They can use you for what they need you for in any moment. And it is a terrible feeling. You don't feel like you belong in the situation you're in, whatever it may be. Let's say you're hanging out with a friend. They might just be using you for company. They might be on their phones all the time, doing whatever they want to do, and they're just using you for company. The vibes you're getting from this person is like, you would just feel better if they were to get out of your presence type thing. You don't feel good around this person because they are using you just so they're not alone in this moment. So they can do whatever they want to do on their phones, do all their fun, slandering, talking with other people, and then they'll turn and they'll talk to you and they'll do a whole bunch of shit. And then whenever you have something to say, it basically doesn't matter. Whatever they say, it matters. Whatever you say, it doesn't matter. You have no say in the friendship or relationship or anything with a narcissist, and it is so fucking annoying. This is how you know you're dealing with this person. They have no empathy towards you. You can't get a word out. They only see life out of their own two eyes, and they're going to do whatever they're going to do to capitalize on every single thing they can, not thinking about anybody else. And that's the last thing you want to do. If you want to be a good person, if you want to be a well-liked person, not a people pleaser, not that either, but you have to be a good human being. You still have to be a decent human being. You know what I mean? You can't just use people. That's even worse than being a people pleaser, in my opinion. The wrong thing about being a people pleaser is the fact that you're going to get used. You're going to get stepped on. There's nothing negative about the behavior of a people pleaser. You're still doing the right things, but the truth of the matter is, being a person like that, you're going to get walked over. This is how I was. I still treat people with respect, and I like to make people feel comfortable when they're around me and welcomed and all this. But I will not tolerate being around somebody that's going to take advantage of something like that. You still have to be a good person. You still have to be a nice person. But just don't let yourself get used. Don't let yourself get walked on. Know your boundaries and know the boundaries in the situation. Know when to walk away. Know when to stay. And you're gonna find out who's really real, who was around you or not, in a lot of situations in life when it comes down to it. And you're going to find out some devastating things, most likely, because I did. And life is all a process. Life is a learning thing. And you have to be careful who leaves and comes back into your life, because they can be doing the exact same things they did to you in the past. And the feeling sucks. They just do this to everybody. It's not you in particular. They're doing this to everybody. And they like to fool people that they can fool in that very moment, so they can have their way, so they can continue to use people, because they absolutely hate showing empathy towards anybody. They hate being empathic. It's because they literally are incapable of it. They don't know how to do it, because all they were shown in their life is how to treat people like shit. Most of these people were mistreated by probably parents, family members, maybe other friends or something like this. I know a lot of people that was in a relationship and it ended very bad for them, and they became a very negative, bitter person because of it. And it makes sense. I'm not saying it don't make sense, but you don't want to be around a person like this. You don't. And in the past, whenever my tough relationships that I had ended, I became bitter, but not towards everybody else, like a lot of people do, because a lot of people take things out on other people. This is something I did not do, because I'm smart enough to know not to do this dumb shit. It's not right, and it's not fair to other people. I was still bitter about the situation itself, but not bitter towards other people and projecting what I felt just from the situation on others. I didn't do that. And that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly fine. You should be bitter about the situation. You have every right to be. And like I said, it makes sense. It's not like you're going to be happy about the situation. That's for damn sure. Of course you're going to be mad. Of course you're going to be bitter. Look what just happened to you. You know what I mean? Shit sucks. But life keeps going on, guys, and we just got to keep chipping away and be careful. Just be cautious of who you're dealing with and what you're getting involved in. You have to, even if you talk to a new person, you have to be careful, because you don't know what this person went through before you started talking to them. That's why you have to get to know people. That's why you have to know where other people stand. You have to know about their past. You have to know everything about the person. Because even if they treat you bad, it's not, you can't just look at them and say, oh, they're a bad person. You know what? They might be in this moment, but what happened to this person along the way? There's a reason people act and behave the way they do. And my advice to everybody, like I said a million times on this channel, is to just let go of everything that's ever happened to you. People do not understand how to heal. And that's what ruins so many people. The things that was holding me back the most in life was being surrounded by other people. Period. Because I couldn't think for myself. When you always have somebody else yapping in your ear, it's hard to think straight. It frustrates you. These people are damaged. And they're around you, cutting you because they're bleeding. They're bleeding on people from the cuts that they have. And they're not healed. They don't want to heal. It's like they just want to be better. And I've had family members like this, and I can't stand it. I can't stand bullshit, shitty behavior. I just can't do it. Life is so much better and so much happier without all that nonsense. Just being by yourself and being surrounded by somebody else that is also on the same page as you. They're not letting things in life get to them. They're staying positive. They're staying straightforward. They're not shook. They're not damaged. They're not taking things out on other people. Because I even come across individuals like this every now and then right now, and I do not talk to them until they get their shit straight, because somebody can go through something like this as well, and they can get over it, and they can be the person that they used to be again. But you have to give those people time. They have to go through whatever they have to go through. Even if they do you wrong, even if they do you dirty, don't take it that personal. Even if it's one of your friends, give them time, give them space. Because something happened to this person. Some of the best people that I know, this happened to. And I feel for them because I know what it feels like. I just wish they could deal with their situation a little bit better than they did, of course. But some things really, really, really break people and phase people, and it makes them do these things. And like I said, you just have to give them time, give them space. They may never be the same again. Let them go for life. That's what life is. You can't depend on nobody in this life besides yourself. You never know what's going to happen to another person. And all I know when it comes to me is I'm not going to let these things happen to me, because I have so much knowledge and so much awareness. I even have more awareness than knowledge. That's how aware I am. And I have all the knowledge. I have all the understandings. I've been through it all. I've overcame it all more than once. And I just understand this stuff to a T. And I wish other people could understand it as well as me, because it is going to help you heal. It's going to make you a better person. Nothing is ever going to phase you again. And even if it does, it'll slightly phase you, but you're going to be able to brush it off. Some people get hit so hard in life and they can never recover. But if you have all this knowledge and understanding and awareness, there's nothing that you can't handle. There's nothing that could possibly come my way or happen to me that I could not handle. I'm ready for everything. I've already been through it all. I've seen it all. And I feel blessed just to be in the position I'm in right now mentally and all the above, you know, just in life in general. I like where I'm at. And obviously you always want more. There's always going to be more that you want. But you have to be thankful for what you got. You have to be thankful for where you are. You have to be thankful for all the experiences you've been through that made you better, because if those didn't happen, it's going to happen at some point, because life is fucking crazy and that's just the way it is. We were not taught any of this stuff. We were not taught how hard life can be and how hard you can get hit. But it is what it is, and things like this are happening all the time. People really do be fucked up in this world. So we got to be careful of that, because they can fuck us up. And that's it. So I'm going to cut this video short. For all the victims that have been through narcissistic abuse, you guys have to be very aware of what is going on in your current situation with your partner of any kind. Family member, parent, relationship, anything like this, right? You have to be careful. You have to be aware that you are not getting sucked into the world of the narcissist, that you are not getting used and abused and tossed to the side, because it's going to affect you deeply, and you're going to be sorry that you let this happen. You're going to feel sorry for yourself. You're going to hate these people. It's just going to be a bad situation. So be aware, stay safe, and I'm going to be back with another video. I'm ending this one now. I'll be back.